Hi, Seek. Join me on the mat today for a practice that's really meant to be a little bit of a wild class on your mat. So just meant to be kind of fun, fluid, moving around, getting out of your head and into your body, but make it wild. All right, join me in a seat closer to the back of your mat. And anything you want to do to get settled, maybe you just kind of shift into the hips a couple times. Maybe you take your head side to side. And settle into stillness. Of course, if you want to prop your hips up onto something, you are welcome to do that. And then as you settle into stillness, close down the eyes. Let your hands just rest down wherever feels comfortable. And take a slow breath down into your belly. Feel the belly fill up. Feel the low ribs kind of expand. And take a slow exhale through the nose, feeling the ribs pull a little bit closer as your belly button pulls closer to your spine. And let's take several more breaths just like that. Breathing in and out through the nose. Again, that subtle movement that happens in the belly and in the ribs. Really starting to arrive onto your mat. And arriving into your breath and into your body. And then if thoughts immediately start to pop up, you feel yourself wandering around in the mind, bring your awareness right back into the breath. Really feel the sensations with the breath. Take one more round. Open up your eyes. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. With your exhale, drop your right hand by your side, lean up and over, feeling a little extra length down the left side body. Now stay with your right hand planted. Start to rotate your gaze, your chest up toward the ceiling, kind of looking past the left elbow. And then rotate back to where you started so your chest is angled toward the top of your mat. Come back through center, both arms up overhead. Land the left hand by your side, reaching up and over, finding that length into the right side body. Now we rotate, chest, shoulder, gaze up toward the ceiling. And then again, rotate back to that starting position. One more time each way. Come back through center. Right hand lands, reach up and over. Rotate your chest, your gaze up. And then rotate back to your starting position. Back through center. One more time to the left side. Landing the left hand, lean up and over. Open up the chest, the gaze. Rotate back down. Coming back through center. Take your hands behind you, tent up onto your fingertips, and then plant your feet so they're a little bit wider than the mat, or as wide as the mat rather, wider than your hips. Start to windshield wiper the legs side to side. So leaning back slightly, but tenting up onto the fingers to support you here as you just roll the hips side to side. So it's a little bit more passive here. Go one more each way. And then however you want to get there, make your way into a tabletop position. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Take an inhale, drop your pelvis, arch your back, lift your gaze. Exhale, tuck your pelvis, round through low, mid, upper back, push the floor away. Inhale again, pull the chest through, lift the gaze. Exhale, round through the spine, push the ground away. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round and curl. Coming back into your neutral spine, and then start to kind of wiggle around into your hips and into your spine. You might take some barrel rolls, or maybe kind of just shift the hips side to side. Of course, if you would prefer to keep moving with cat and cow, that's also totally fine. And just take one more round of breaths. Come back into your neutral spine, spread your fingertips wide, tuck onto all 10 toes and lift your knees to a hover. Wrap your triceps toward your hips. You're just barely above the mat here. Starting to feel a little bit of heat build in your shoulders, in your abs, in your thighs, and watch that you're not sticking your butt up. Think of a slight tuck of your tailbone. Pull the ribs and the belly button in and up. Take another breath in. Down dog. Send the hips up and back. Push your chest to your thighs. As you land in your down dog, it might feel nice to pedal the feet out a couple times. Maybe you sway the head side to side a couple of times. Come back into stillness. Step the feet a little bit wider and walk your hands back to your feet. With an inhale, drop into a low squat or your malasana squat. So pull the chest through, drop the tailbone low, and with your exhale, fold forward. Let's do that a couple times. Inhale, pull the chest through, lift the gaze. Exhale, fold forward. One more time. Inhale, pull the chest through, lift the gaze. Plant the hands, walk out into a plank pose. Finding your plank, holding, wrapping triceps towards your hips, lift the hips up a little bit higher. Shift forward, lower all the way down to your belly. Locust, lift your chest, your gaze, your feet. You can either have the hands just hovering above the ground if you want a little extra support, or the fingertips reach back toward the heels. Take an inhale. Exhale to lower, plant the palms to frame the ribs. Tuck onto your toes from knees or toes. Press to either tabletop or plank. And then send your hips up and back to a down dog. Step the feet a little bit wider. Walk your hands all the way to your feet. Pull your chest through, finding your malasana squat. Exhale to fold. 2 more times. Inhale, malasana. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, malasana. Now plant your hands out, walk out into your plank pose. Taking your time, a lot of stability in the hips, the shoulders. We pause in the plank, building a little bit of heat. Lower all the way down to the belly. Locust pose again, you can have the hands just hovering above the ground, or you reach the fingertips back toward the heels as you lift the chest to the gaze. Take an inhale. Lower back down, plant the palms from knees or toes. Press to tabletop or plank. Down dog, send the hips up and back. Feet nice and wide. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. One more time through that. Drop down into your malasana with your inhale. Exhale, fold. Again, malasana. Exhale, fold. One more time. Dropping down into your malasana. Plant the hands. Walk out into your plank pose. Switching things up just a little bit. Keep the right hand down. Pivot open to a side plank. Feet come onto the knife edge here. So your feet are staggered, and then lift the hips up. Roll back through your high plank. And then other side. Left hand stays down. Pivot onto the knife edge of your feet. Reaching right arm up, hips lifted high. Find your plank pose. Shift forward so you're on your tippy toes. Lower all the way down to your belly. Locust, either fingertips back towards your heels, or you can hover them above the mat in line with your ribs. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower, plant the palms from knees or toes. Press to your tabletop or your plank. Down dog, send the hips up and back. Take an inhale into your down dog. Lift up onto the balls of your feet. Now with your exhale, let both heels drop to the right edge of your mat. Push your hips up, but your chest to your thighs. So you're still in a kind of down dog shape, but you're on the side here, so on the knife edge of your feet. Take another breath, feeling that little extra length down the left side. On your inhale, square off your hips, pivot onto the ball of the left foot, sweep the right leg high, bend your right knee, open up your hip. You can keep the shoulders square. You could open up your right chest and shoulder. I'm not picky. Do what feels good for you. Take an inhale. With your exhale, tiger curl. Round through your back, pulling your knee to your nose. Step your foot all the way through. Left hand stays rooted. Revolve lunge. Twist right fingertips open. Low horizon. Turn your toes, your hips to the right edge of your mat. Let the left hip descend as you reach the fingertips back. High horizon, send the hips up, reach the right fingertip forward, but you're keeping your feet just as they are. Low horizon, let the left hip descend, reach to the back. Inhale, high horizon. One more time, low horizon. High horizon, as you lift the hips, pivot through a wide forward fold and then pass that to a skandasana on the left leg. So bending into your left knee, your right toes lift up. And if this feels like too much to be this low, you can lift the hips a little bit higher and have your right foot flat so you're in more of this kind of lateral lunge shape. That's totally fine. Take a breath into your skandasana. With your exhale, warrior two, driving into the right foot, stack your right knee on top of your ankle. Take an inhale, reverse your warrior, reach the right fingertips all the way up and over. Cartwheel your hands into an airplane lunge. So you're kind of sweeping those around, pivot onto the ball of the left foot, sweep the fingertips all the way to the wall behind you. Lift your chest, lift your gaze, take an inhale. With your exhale, plant your palms, step back into a plank, or maybe you hover the right toes. Vinyasa, however you'd like to take it. We'll meet back in down dog. With your inhale, lift up onto the balls of your feet. Let both heels drop to the left side. So finding a little extra length into the right side body, a little extra activation into the left side, but keep pushing your chest to your thighs. With your next inhale, square your hips, your feet off, drive into the ball of the right foot to sweep the left leg high. Bend your left knee, open up your hip. And again, you can keep those shoulders square, or you could open up into the left chest and shoulder a little bit. Take another inhale. Tiger curl, pull your knee to your nose, round through your spine to step the left foot all the way through. Right hand stays rooted, twist left fingertips open. Low horizon, turn your toes, turn your hips to the left edge of your mat, reach the left fingertips back as the right hip descends. Keep the feet as they are. High horizon, drive into the feet, lift the hips, lift the left arm. Low horizon, high horizon. One more time, low horizon. This time as you lift to your high horizon, start to roll over the right shoulder, past your wide forward fold into a skandasana on the right leg. And again, if you want to be in more of a kind of lateral lunge shape where your hips aren't dropped as low, totally fine. Do what feels good in your body. But think of rooting into your back foot. Take an inhale. Warrior two, driving into your left foot. Stack left knee on top of your ankle. Reverse your warrior, reach up and back. Cartwheeling the hands through and then behind you, coming into your airplane lunge, pivot onto the ball of the right foot. Lift your chest, lift your gaze by squeezing the shoulder blades onto the back body. Inhale. Plant your palms, step to your plank. Vinyasa or skip it. We'll meet in down dog. With an inhale, lift up onto the balls of the feet. Let both heels drop to the right side of your mat. Now this time, bending into both knees, let your right hip kind of come a little bit closer to the ground. So you're in this kind of bent knee side down dog. Take another breath. On your inhale, straighten through the legs, pivot onto the ball of the left foot, sweep the right leg high, bend your knee, open up your hip. With your exhale, tiger curl, pull your right knee to your nose, round through your back, step all the way through. Left hand stays rooted, twist right fingertips open. Low horizon, let the hips drop, reach the fingertips back. High horizon just one time and then pivot over your left shoulder, skandasana to the back of the mat. Warrior two, driving into your right foot. Reverse your warrior. Airplane lunge, pivot out of the ball of the right foot, sweep the fingertips to the wall behind you. Staff pose on the right leg, root all of your weight to your left foot, or your right foot, pull your left knee up into your chest. You can hang here or option to extend the left leg forward. You might feel a little extra activation into the left hip. But can you stay tall? If you did that and you started leaning back, can you hug the ribs back in? Take another inhale. With your exhale, kick the left foot back, come all the way into your low lunge. Plant your palms, stepping back into your plank, vinyasa. We'll meet in down dog. Inhale, lift up onto the balls of the feet. Pivoting all the way to the left side of the mat, and then bend your knees this time. So your left hip kind of comes a little bit closer to the ground. On your inhale, pivot onto the ball of the right foot as you square the hip off. Left leg high, bend your knee, open up your hip. Tiger curl round through the spine, step all the way through. Left fingertips twist open. Low horizon with your exhale. High horizon, lift the hips. Start to pivot all the way around to your skandasana on the right leg. Warrior two, driving into the left foot. Reverse your warrior, reach up and over. Airplane lunge, squeeze the inner thighs together, sweep the fingertips to the back wall. Staff pose, all of your weight to your left foot, pull your right knee up into your chest. And again, if you want to just hang here, focusing on the balance, the stability with a bent knee, totally fine. Otherwise, you've got an option to extend the right leg. You can see I'm shaking a little bit more here. You might feel that extra activation into the hip. Hug the ribs in. Stand firm through the left leg. Take an inhale. On your exhale, sweep the right leg back. Land the hands. Step back to your plank. Vinyasa or skip it. Down dog is where we'll meet. Coming into your down dog, take a breath in. Shifting things up a little bit this time. Shift forward into a plank pose. Now keep the left hand down. Pivot open into a side plank with your feet staggered. So your right foot is in front of your left foot. Right arm reaches up. Now keep your side plank shape, but bend both knees, kind of rocking the hips back. So it should feel kind of familiar to that lateral down dog. And then rock forward, shoulder, wrist stacked. Let's do that 2 more times. Bend the knees, rock the hips back, and then shift forward. 1 more time. Bend the knees, rock the hips back. This time as you come back to your side plank, drive into the knife edge of the left foot. Pull your right knee up towards your armpit. Whew. Take an inhale. Coming all the way to our revolve lunge. Can you keep the right arm up? Slowly, softly, land the right foot to the top of the mat. Sweeping right fingertips up toward the ceiling. All right, low horizon. Turn the toes, turn the hips. High horizon, lift the hips. Start to pivot over the left shoulder. Skandasana to the back of the mat. Warrior two, driving into your right foot. Knee on top of ankle. Reverse warrior, reach up and back. To a full airplane. As you squeeze the inner thighs, kick off of the right foot to lift the left toes. Lift your chest, lift your gaze. Really active through both glutes and through your mid-back by squeezing shoulders together. Staff pose, and as you come up, can you keep the left leg straight and pull it all the way through? Of course, if you want to go bent knee, that's totally fine here. Option to reach your left peace fingers around the big toe. Know that you can have your knee bent here any amount that you need to. You can stay right here, or option to take a pistol squat. So you're bending into your right knee. You're sending your hips back, but your upper body kind of comes forward to any depth you want, and then drive all the way back up to standing. Whew, you can hang here, or 2 more times. Lowering into your pistol squat. Back up to standing. 1 more time. And again, know that you don't have to go super low. Maybe you just come to here, and then back up from that depth. Whew. Going down. Release the foot if you've got it. Take an inhale. Sweep the foot all the way to the back of the mat. Land the palms. Step back into your plank. Vinyasa or skip it. We meet in down dog. Take an inhale. Shift forward towards your plank pose. Now keep the right hand down. Side plank pivoting open. Left arm reaches up toward the ceiling. Keep your feet as they are, so left foot staggered in front of right. Bend both knees, rock the hips back. And then shift forward, shoulder on top of wrist. 2 more times. Rock the hips back. Shifting forward. 1 more time. Really dig into the knife edge of the right foot. As you straighten the legs, can you pull the left knee up towards your armpit? Whew. Coming all the way to our revolve lunge. So as slowly, as softly as possible, land the left foot, keep the left arm up. Low horizon, turn the toes, turn the hips. High horizon, reach up past the right shoulder, pivoting all the way around to your skandasana. Warrior two, driving into the left foot. Reverse your warrior to our full airplane. So as you squeeze the inner thighs together, push off of the left leg to lift the right leg up. Watch that you're not opening up through your right hip. Can you pull the right hip down? Lift the chest, lift the gaze. Coming all the way to staff, you can bend the knee, or option to pull the right leg all the way through. You can hang here. You could even grab onto your knee with your hands if that would feel better. Or you interlace your peace fingers around the right big toe. Hang here, or we've got those pistol squat options. So you're reaching your hips back as your chest kind of comes forward, and then you're driving through your foot to come back up to standing. 2 more times if you're taking that option. 1 more. Whew, I'm right here with you. Right here with you. We're in it together. All the way back up to standing. Release the foot if you've still got it. Arms up. Kick your right foot back all the way to your low lunge. Plant your palms. Vinyasa or skip it. Down dog is where we meet. Take an inhale. Shift forward toward a plank pose. Side plank, pivoting onto the knife edge of your feet. Reach the right arm up. So side plank with the left hand down. Bend your knees just 1 time. Rock the hips back. As you straighten, can you pull the right knee up to your chest? A little bit different this time. Land the right hand. Pull the right knee all the way across to the left elbow. Kick the right foot off. Fall in triangle. Right hand stays down. Lift the left arm up. Now keep your feet as they are, but bend into your left knee, kind of rocking the hips back. You could even extend the left arm back. And then straighten the left leg. Reach the left arm up and overhead. Again, bend the left knee. Maybe the fingertips reach to the back. Straighten the left leg, arms overhead. 1 more time, rocking back. Straightening through the left leg. Now pivot into a straddle seat. So just set the hips down. Reach the left hand over toward the left foot. Right arm comes all the way up and over. Feeling a little extra length into the right side body. 1 more breath. Coming all the way back to our fallen triangle, right hand lands. Drive into the feet as they are to lift the hips. Left hand lands. Pull the right knee into your nose. Step your foot all the way through. Pivot right open into our skandasana, so shifting into the left leg. This time all the way to a half moon. So coming like you're coming to your warrior two, but then straighten the right leg as you kick off of the right foot. Reach the right fingertips down toward the ground. Of course, right hand can be on the ground or on a block here if you prefer. Think of kind of hugging the ribs, the belly button in. Let the wobbles happen as you navigate balance. I am certainly wobbling around. Take 1 more breath. All the way up into our staff pose. Either with a bent knee or maybe you straighten through the left leg. Option to grab your peace fingers around the big toe. This time open the left foot off to the side. You can hang here, or you're thinking of kind of lifting your left hip and glute up to hinge onto the right hip. So you're leaning your shoulders a little bit more to the right side of the mat in this kind of funky side V shape, if you will. Take 1 more breath. All the way back up to staff. Release the foot if you've got it. Sweep the left leg all the way back. Plant your palms. Step back into your plank, vinyasa, or skip it. We'll meet back in down dog. Take an inhale. Plank pose, shifting forward. Keep the right hand down, side plank, opening the left arm up. Just 1 time, bend the knees, rock the hips back. As you straighten, drive into the right foot to pull the left knee up towards your armpit. Now land the left hand, pull the left knee all the way across to the right elbow. Kick the foot off the right edge of your mat. Fall in triangle, lift the hips, lift the left arm. Now bending into the right leg, rock the hips back, maybe the right fingertips reach back. Straighten through the right leg, arm comes up overhead. 2 more times. Bend the right knee, rock the hip back. Straighten and reach overhead. 1 more time. Now keeping your feet where they are, just set your hips down. So you're in a wide straddle. Right hand comes over to the right foot. Reach the left arm up and over. And know that you could be up here or you could be a little bit lower, really wherever you want to land the right hand. Just finding that little extra length into the left side. Back to our fallen triangle. Left hand plants. Drive into the feet as they are to lift the hips, lift the right arm. Plant the right palm, curl the left knee into your nose, step the foot all the way through. Going right to our skandasanas, you're going to the right leg, left toes lift. To our half moon this time, so like you're coming to your warrior two, but then you straighten the left leg as you push off of the left foot. Right leg extended long. Again, you could have your hand to the ground, to a block, or you could hover the left fingertips. Think of kind of hugging the ribs in here. Take another breath. Let the wobbles happen. Staff pose, coming all the way to stand with a bent knee or a straight leg, up to you. Peace fingers wrap around the right foot or the right big toe here. And then open the right leg off to the side. You can hang out here, and again, remember, you can have a bent leg here. You could even hang on to your knee instead of your foot. You can hang here, or option, just start to kind of lift the right hip up as you lean your upper body slightly closer to the left edge of your mat. I am very wobbly on this side today. Let the wobbles happen, but stay with your breath to navigate that balance. We meet in a staff pose, releasing the foot, squaring off your chest, reach the fingertips high. Sweep the right leg back, finding your low lunge and then your plank. We meet in down dog. Take an inhale into your down dog. Take an exhale. Take another inhale, lift up onto the balls of your feet. We are going to land in a malasana at the top of the mat. So you can either step your feet or you can float forward, bending your knees. Take your gaze to the top of your mat, lifting the hips and then stepping the feet a little bit wider. Landing in your low malasana. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold. Again, low malasana. Exhale, fold. Low malasana. Now you can either hang out here, you could hang out in a fold, or option to play with some crow. So you're landing your hands out in front of you, and think of really spreading the fingertips wide and then gripping the mat with your finger pads. So pulling the knuckle pads kind of up as you grip with the finger pads. Squeezing your armpits in, wrapping your triceps in. So you're kind of hugging the elbows in towards your midline. Bringing your knees to your triceps here, the back of your arms. Maybe it's just one foot that leaves the ground. Maybe both feet leave the ground as you lift the hips. Keep lifting your heels towards your glutes. So you're really active in the hamstring as well. Again, gripping with the finger pads. Take one more breath. Let's all meet in a forward fold, landing the feet. You could grab opposite elbows. Maybe sway side to side. Bounce up and down. Maybe that wasn't as wild of a journey as I made it out to be in my head. I think we've done some wilder, is that a word? More wild classes in here. But let me know your thoughts. Drop them in the comments. Take one more breath here. Release your fingertips down. Find a halfway lift. And then step your left leg to the back of the mat. Coming into a pigeon, start to walk the right foot over to the left side of the mat. Letting your knee come outside of your right wrist here. Extending left leg long, so you feel a lot of length through the left hip. You can either work this shape a little bit more upright, If you want to fold deeper, imagine that a string kind of guides your chest toward the top edge of your mat. So you're keeping length into the left hip, but also space between the vertebra. Taking a couple breaths here. Switching into this different energy of our practice now. Going from the movement, the intensity maybe even, into the stillness. And I know that for me, and I'm sure many people can relate, sometimes it's the stillness of the practice that brings me into my head. Like, can you stay with your breath and with the sensations you feel in your body, rather than running around wild in your mind? And take one more breath. Start to slowly make your way out of your shape. So if you folded forward, slowly walking the hands back in. Tuck onto your toes, lifting your left knee from the ground. Finding a wild thing, of course, if you want to stay here, you can. Or wild thing, step the right foot up and over the left edge of your mat. Lift your hips, lift your chest. Take an inhale. Plant your palms. Step your left foot to the top of your mat, and then heel toe the left foot over to the right edge of your mat, bringing your left knee outside of your left wrist here. Again, you're welcome to work your shape a little bit more upright, but just check in with your hips and make sure that they're nice and squared off, that you're not leaning into the left hip, but you're pulling left hip back, right hip forward. If or when you're ready to fold a little deeper, again, imagine that string kind of pulls your chest forward, keeping length into the back hip, space between your vertebra. And again, a couple of deep breaths here. If your mind wanders away, bring your awareness back into the sensations you notice with each breath. Maybe even the sensations in your body within the posture. Take one more breath. And again, take your time coming back out of your shape. Slowly walking the hands back in. Plant your palms, tuck onto your right toes, lift your right knee. Again, you can hang here or wild thing. Step the left foot up and over the right edge of the mat, lifting hips and chest. A little bit of a counter pose for a pigeon. Take an inhale. And let's all meet in a down dog. Plant the palms, land both feet, send the hips up and back. And then walk your feet to your hands. And come down into a seat. Tent up onto your fingertips. Take the feet wide so that they are wider than the hips, maybe as wide as your mat. And let's take those same windshield wipers we did to start class. So leaning back slightly, using the hands to kind of support you. You just roll the hips side to side. Once you're even on both sides, coming back through center, and then just make your way onto your back, extending your legs long, arms down by your side, coming right into our shavasana. So just right into it, dropping into this stillness, this sacred space. But of course, if there's any little movements, stretches, shapes, anything you'd like to move through, please feel free to take whatever time you have or need. Otherwise, again, landing right into this sacred space and dropping into it. And let any kind of breath practice go. Your breath finding its natural rhythm here. And then do just a short scan of the body. And is there anywhere in the body that you could soften just a little bit deeper? For me, I'm noticing my shoulders could be a little bit more relaxed against the ground. And again, any spaces in the body that you could soften, release, relax. And let the body settle, if you will, into the floor, into the mat. Feeling truly rested here. And stay as long as you can in this space. And as always, when you feel ready to transition out, take your time, kind of savoring every little movement, every little step out of this and up into a seat. And thank you so much for joining me on the mat. I'll see you in the next one.